Hey guys, what's up? Back with another video. I'm Billy, and welcome to the Reviewer's Realm. Today I've got with me Mike and Debs. Say hello, guys.
What's up, y'all?
What's going on, guys?
And today we would like to discuss our thoughts and opinions on the 2017 film, It Comes at Night. Now, this movie had a runtime of 91 minutes and was directed by Trey Edward Schultz. And it stars Joel Edgerton, which I don't know if that's how you pronounce his last name or not, but correct me if I'm wrong.
The plot of this movie was very interesting. Basically, it's about this huge contagious disease that just sweeps America, and this family, the husband Paul, his wife Sarah, and their son Travis seclude themselves in this cabin somewhere in their house, and they're trying to keep themselves away from the disease.
It's kind of like some kind of unexplained apocalypse going on that us as the viewer, we don't know too much about off the bat. We're
left questioning every single thing in the movie, and honestly, for a lot of people like Debs, they don't like that. They like to be answered. They like their questions to be answered straight to them directly. But I'm not that type of person. I'm the type of person that likes to ponder things. I ponder things quite frequently, and in fact, I love
this
the movie.
This movie does make you ponder a lot.
I loved this movie. I love this movie.
Between pondering and not knowing anything is two different things.
No, of course it is.
Answered. No, we don't know where the disease ever came from. We never know what happens to the family. In the middle of the movie, spoiler alert, in the middle of the movie, Travis starts getting these vivid nightmares of his dad and contracting the disease and everything. We never know the reasoning behind these dreams, if it was some kind of emotional trauma he went through, somehow he had this psychological psychic advantage over the disease. We never know. And we never know how it ends. We don't know whether America conquered this disease or...
Of course not.
Totally
because
understand.
It's not a film about a family overcoming a disease and coming up with a cure. It's just a family surviving a monstrous catastrophe, which probably didn't take out America. Probably took out the world. And the shush. Spoiler alert, guys. Spoiler alert. And I loved this movie. I thought it was amazing. The action, the acting.
I'm going to have to agree with Mike. I enjoyed the movie very much. You don't see too many movies like this nowadays. Most movies that come out aren't very...
They're not risky.
They're not risky enough.
This movie was risky.
Most movies nowadays want to spoon feed all the information to the audience. I like a movie that challenges me every now and then. And I can totally get it from the perspective of somebody who didn't enjoy this movie too much, like Debs. And I totally understand their side. But I also understand and see the perspective of somebody who did enjoy this film, like myself and Mike. And I really liked it. There's definitely a lot of questions that go unanswered.
Definitely.
Maybe it's the acting in this movie that really did it for me.
Oh my God.
I love
acting.
The acting is top notch.
Every other aspect of this movie, the set, the acting, the score, all of it, it was really, really good. With the actors, you could literally see the fear in their eyes, and it's hard to recreate that feeling of just total and utter fear. I don't want to say too much without spoiling any more of the movie. Sorry, guys. But everything about this movie was great. The lighting, the acting, everything was spot on. Just for me, the plot didn't fill that void that it needed to fill.
Right.
Honestly, this movie left me pissed off. But that doesn't mean I hate it. I love this movie.
Yeah, sometimes if a movie can do that to you, maybe they did their job right.
Exactly. Maybe the directors intentionally made the ending to irritate us, to make us irate.
Now we're not gonna spoil the ending for you guys, but just letting y'all know ahead of time, it's different.
It's different. Very, very different.
For me, the way they left it off, they left it
I
to
personally liked it. I liked it a lot. It reminded me of No Country for Old Men. But
the way they left it off where they could, it could end right there and they could just leave the audience wondering forever, what happened. Or they could make a sequel. And if they do happen to make a sequel and a series out of it, that next sequel could be where they do answer the questions.
I hope they don't make a sequel, because if they make a sequel, then they're just trying to cash out and make some money off of it. Like, it was beautiful. It was an artistic, vivid dream.
Speaking of beauty, the cinematography in this film was absolutely jaw-droppingly gorgeous. And it was done by Drew Daniels, and that guy has some true talent. Every frame in this film was stunning. It was very, very well shot. And
even the artwork, the hand-drawn artwork in this movie is just
to me,
perfect. Just represents the movie at the beginning.
Right. It's kind of like a foreshadowing.
Exactly, foreshadowing.
The way this movie was filmed to me was like beautiful. The way whenever it's dark outside, it's pitch black because they don't have any kind of electricity or anything like that. But just everything was so vivid, and the house, all of it just literally looked like you could probably reach into the screen and touch it.
Yeah.
It's honestly for me, it reminded me of The Last of Us as a movie. And Billy and Debs have never played The Last of Us,
which I am going to someday. Just saying that for the record.
I probably won't. I'll be truthful.
But it just reminded me of The Last of Us. So like it's survival. It's a survival movie, really, in its most pure cinematic form.
Yeah.
And it
going back to the story of the film, though, I do have to point out something that definitely bugged me. Don't
reveal too much.
I'm not. At a certain point in the film, there's a character that our main father character comes across, and he catches him in a lie, but then further on in the film, that's never further explored.
Yeah.
That was one thing that kind of bugged me.
Yeah, he just catches him in his lie, and then
nothing ever happens.
Well, I mean, like, if you had somebody, in your house that you invited from the outside world, and imagine their situation. Like, you wouldn't just want you wouldn't want things to just go off the bat, into horrible hell. Like, immediately. You'd want to at least piece things together, work things out. And this movie is so understandable in the way these characters think. Because the way these characters think are actual people, like genuine people. Like,
right.
Not like
there's a certain scene towards the end of this film, and let's just say a certain person lets out a blood-curdling scream. That shakes, so real.
It shakes your soul. It'll make you tear up right there in your seat.
Oh yeah, like everything, the acting, all of that was it was amazing and stuff. And you do feel like the choices and the decisions made by the characters are ones that people would make actually in real life.
Right. The characters are very realistic.
Whenever we're watching horror movies, we're like, oh, I would do this, I would do that. But in the moment, shock. It's a hell of a drug, you know?
Yeah.
So you never know exactly what you're going to do, and the decisions made by these characters are ones that I feel like they would actually make. I mean, I can appreciate the beauty of this film, even though the plot didn't just do it for me. The acting, everything was great. It was beautifully done. Just the plot for me didn't feel what it was supposed to.
I completely understand. This is just one of those rare movies that it's going to be for some people and others it's not. And I guess we're going to be wrapping up this review. I am going to give this movie a 7.5.
I'm going to give this movie a 9 out of 10. And that's only because I'm very hard on movies, but this movie was so good. Like, it deserves a 9. It deserves a 9. It deserves it.
How about you, Debs?
5.
To me, I have to split it in half. Based on plot, I give it a 3. for the way it was done and the way it was crafted and everything, I would give it, I'd say, about a 6 or a 7.
Okay. Alright guys, well, you heard it from us. Let us know down in the comments below, what kind of movies do you guys typically enjoy more? Movies that answer questions for you, or do you like a movie that leaves you wondering? Let us know in the comments below. And as always, thank you guys for visiting us here in the Reviewers Realm. It's been really fun chatting with you guys. And please do not forget to hit that subscribe button and help our channel grow. We will be coming out with a lot more videos in the future. Anyways, I'm Billy.
I'm Mikey.
I'm Debs.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Peace.